Plague slowly got more and more stronger over time, in your opinion. She's always been a bit of a question mark killer. I think. But I don't think she's a bad killer. Being able to injure everyone for free. Fucking good. Like here, if he just puts this down, he gets infected no matter what I do. He gets infected now. So that was like lose-lose for him. He can't do about that. He's gonna be able to put it down now. We'll go for someone else. I just wanted to get rid of that pallet. Mister. So if I puke on here... You have to check if you actually hit her. Sometimes it makes a noise, but it doesn't actually hit her. Might be able to get rid of a god pallet here as well, which would be really nice. Damn, look at that. God pallet too. And a down. We haven't got everyone corrupt, but we got rid of a god pallet. We got rid of the other one, which is super strong. And we got someone down without a gen even being done, so very, very strong start. We're gonna have deadlock as well, slowing them. Could always be better, but definitely could have been worse. Might even go for this guy a bit earlier. Damn, he just made it. Okay, he wanted to get the stun on, made him work, so it don't matter. Now I get 2 player things as well. They need to get off these gens, man. You're allowing to do too much destruction. There you go. Mm. 1 and 2, I believe, right? 1 and 2. Bird just flew. 2 again. Yeah, it's super strong with this. Did I invent the phrase a god palette? I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. I've played this game long enough that I could potentially have invented some stuff without realizing it. But I don't know. God palette. I don't know, yeah. I don't know. I am a creative kind of thinker, so there is a chance that I would have created some words without realizing, but I'm not 100% sure, so I can't say. I definitely didn't create tunneling, I know that, or camping, but I think that shit was created by kind of like really bad Survivor players, because they used it when the game, there weren't really anyone actually camping or tunneling much. It was more kind of corping back then. Now it has more meaning in a way because people do actually camp and tunnel more. But back then, well, I guess right at the very, very start people did, but people didn't really think about it because the game was new, like the gameplay loop was kind of forming. But then after that, people stopped doing it because they, you know, they were getting like incentivized with more gen defense and slow down through that. There was a cabbages there one. Yeah, at the very, very start, it was very prevalent. I agree with that. But they were kind of like a period of where they weren't bad. I would say before they introduced MMR. Yeah. Can I get the thing here? Okay. Just before they released MMR was probably the healthiest the game was I think. If I remember correctly. Kami comes from Call of Duty shooters. Yeah, but in DBD's kind of way doesn't. I think it was tunneling anyway. Tunneling's a stupid one. Like camping, you know, you could kind of see stuff like that, right? But the tunneling thing, I think, was the corping word. Because I remember seeing many Survivor main streamers who weren't very good at the game. And the way they coped was saying that the killer's tunneling. And you'd see clips of they'd go down to the killer. Some survivors actually say a killer's tunneling when they just chase them for a while. But they'd go down to a killer, and then once they went down, the killer went for someone completely different, put them on a hook, and they got off the hook. You know, the person who first went down, they'd heal fully, maybe even get on a gem for a second, and then the killer would come back and they'd be like, oh, the killer's tunneling me. The killer's tunneling me. That's where it was kind of getting a bit ludicrous, in my opinion. That's where it's just full-on corp. In my opinion, anyway. So, I've witnessed that throughout DBD's time, that people do that. I wouldn't be surprised if they still do, honestly. I would not be surprised if they still do. There's some people who play this game, they are strange people. Very controlling people. Where they want their opponent to play exactly how they want them to play, right? Which is just really strange. I don't know any PvP game out there where they're telling the opponent to play how they want them to play. And it's deemed as like normal. Like usually when people do that, people are like, well, that person's salty or whatever. But in DBD, it's like deemed as like being normal. It's really strange. Yeah, no anti-airs, I mean. They're doing MK2. Yeah, is it deemed as normal though? That you have to play a certain way? I don't think it is. Talking about that, the thing we're going to watch actually is a bit like that. It's some streamer who's... Yeah, I'll go over it. I've seen it, so I'm not blind to it. So we didn't a complete react. But it's got a lot to unpack. It's mainly regarding some kind of bad mechanics in the game, like the hatch mechanic, and hooks breaking on death. It's mainly that, but it's got a bit more to it. The entitlement as well. Stop playing fighting games because when you was young, before the game, your opponents were people who told you don't corner camp or let me get up. Huh? Ram, you should get into fighters like proper and go against actual players, not just like people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You might find it quite interesting. Killer main vid. No, it was some survivor bitching about a killer like usual. But there's more to it. Lots of online games, people expect you to play a certain way, but those teammates who want to follow a certain meta, nobody cares about their opponents. Yeah. Your teammates, for sure. No, I'm talking about your opponent. Like, telling how your opponent should be playing. And not only telling how your opponent should be playing, telling them to play in a way which is going to make them lose. That's where it's a bit strange. Yeah, we haven't lost my build with my